Ahoy, morning breathers, and welcome to Monday, the Monday after Mother's Day.
Yes.
No big letdown. I mean, it was a good day.
It was a good day. It was a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. I spent time with my wife, who got time to spend with her daughter just a little bit.
Nice.
The other moms in my life would be my kids and stuff like that.
And they're starting to get older and have their own things going
And they
on.
got their own things, but we all got together for a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you? You said you got to...
Yeah, hung out at home, and Bailey came and saw her mom and had a nice weekend, and it was good.
Did you get a grill out?
I did. I grilled steaks on Saturday night, and we had smash burgers for lunch yesterday.
Oh,
So,
thought I smelled something.
yeah, it was a double grill weekend.
Good stuff. That's Boss Man Matt we have with us this morning.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, and we have SPP in the house.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, my lad. You did not get to go home for...
I did not, but I did call.
It's good.
I did call.
Can't not call.
Mm-hmm.
You have to.
Yes,
Yes, just wondered if there's anything else
I
coming
just texted my mom.
Well, some kind of communication.
Well, I feel like I talk to my mom every day on the show.
Yes,
so
you kinda do.
we have an ongoing conversation, although I don't see her jumping in this morning yet.
Well,
She might be mad at me. I don't know.
Yesterday was National Eat What You Want Day.
It was.
Wonder how that went.
Well, I had smash burgers.
I wished I knew it was that yesterday instead of today.
Right.
Does me no good to know this today. That was yesterday.
Well,
It's now gone. I have to wait another year.
yeah, I think you can just extend it today. You didn't participate yesterday, so maybe just participate today.
Well,
Eat whatever you
I
want.
don't know if that goes for everything. It's just not as special because I missed it.
Better luck next year. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you know, when
I'll have to try and
when it
remember.
falls on a Sunday, what are you supposed to do about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Matt. I just think that it only works the day that it's the day.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think.
All right. I didn't read the official rule book on how that worked. So
Well, in my mind,
that's how it goes.
because everything is in my mind.
You know, but if you have the rules, who am I to question it? Because I don't know.
I think summer is upon us because the bugs are out. The sun is getting warmer.
Yep. Wife and daughter were sitting on the porch this weekend and came inside and got the bug spray
Here
out.
comes the bug soother.
Yep. So it's on.
It's don't leave home without it.
I installed the air conditioner in my bedroom yesterday because it gets warm in there.
Yeah.
So,
We had to turn the air on.
yep. 86 today.
86.
Yeah.
That feels a lot like summer.
That's pretty summerish.
Patty and I, we got done with all the Mother's Day festivities, and I said, well, now what do you want to do? She goes, well, let's go golf. So we went out and golfed, and I realized not only was yesterday National Eat What You Want Day, it was National You Forgot How to Golf Day.
Didn't go well.
Yeah, I just struggled. But her and I, we always have a good time golfing.
That's good.
So we just hacked around and came home, and that was that. That was that. I think she went on a little walk, and then I was doing some reading.
Yep. Yeah, it was, like I said, daughter was home, but it was a pretty low-key day. So, which is nice, really.
It is nice. It is nice. I do need to say that the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
It's Casey and all the gang over at KCTC and the Morning Breath crew. I feel like we're short today.
Yeah, well, Jack's been here a lot on Mondays.
Jackson should have been here as well.
But I guess I don't know where Jack is.
We have
today.
we have the notes for someone to sit.
Well, I didn't know who all was coming, so I got extra copies made out today. You never know when John's going to come.
You never know.
You just, whatever.
It could be any time. Well, we are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie. All the Hy-Vees. Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh is, speaking of Hy-Vees, I think they have just go out for breakfast this morning. Somebody sponsored, maybe it's them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Uh-huh. Maybe it's just in Des Moines. I felt like it was all Hy-Vees.
That could be. I know they had a Mother's Day thing yesterday. They did a brunch. It wasn't free. I don't think they've given it away.
And I'm not even sure this thing is free, but I know they're doing. I heard it. I thought I heard it was free, but it makes no difference.
Right.
Even if they're having breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm taking some stuff up to Coralville. I picked some. There was an event up in Coralville, which is where Patty's daughter works, and so I've got to take that back today. So I have to leave here in a hurry.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep that in mind.
So hope you enjoyed the show. I got to go.
We'll just see how many interruptions we get during set for the day, whether, that controls it a
It
little
all
bit.
depends on how fast I have to go.
Exactly.
And then sometimes it doesn't even matter because I still just need to.
Right.
Let's see. I don't have a lot on my mind. Not all, there's some weird things going on in the world, but
So here's a little something I picked up on this weekend. So we talked about the Pope last week. He's from Chicago. That's all good. His new name is Leo. Do you remember what his previous name? I don't know what you call it. His actual name is?
real name is. I've heard it.
Robert.
It's Robert. But you know what? He went by Father Bob. So I think we missed a real opportunity to have Pope Bob the First.
I agree. Although I don't know how many. Yeah, but there has to be some significance to that, I think. But Bob the First would have been awesome.
Pope Bob the First? Come on now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, especially Chicago guy. Bob from Chicago.
Yeah. I think he's been gone from Chicago more than he's been there.
He has. He went to Peru.
So it's hard to really.
Yeah, I don't know.
First
I
U.S.
just
born president.
I just saw that.
Pope.
We all know my fascination with the name Bob. But Pope Bob, come on.
I've been seeing a lot of clips of the 2005 World Series with the White Sox and the Astros, and apparently in one shot of Game 4, whatever, he's sitting in the crowd watching the White Sox.
I think I saw that too.
Pope just watching his White Sox play baseball.
This Pope.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. He came home for a long weekend, huh?
Well, what? No, this was when
2005.
2005. But yeah, so he came home
years
then,
ago.
right? He was probably in Peru at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He wasn't. I don't know. I don't know his whole history.
He's a Sox fan. Lots of memes and stuff out there about or clips about Chicago Bears fans are like, we got it now. We're in now.
I don't know about all that. I don't know.
We shall see.
We shall see. Divine intervention
Exactly.
for the White Sox and the Bears.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
The
publicly announced that he's a Bears fan, but he's from there. So didn't they? I think the Cubs tried to claim him, and
Yeah, there was something like that.
his brother. They interviewed his brother, the Pope's brother, who still lives in Chicago, I guess, and he says he's not a Cubs fan; he's a Sox fan. Forget you guys.
Is that because his brother's really a Sox fan? I'm guessing.
Well, if he was at the World Series, then for the Sox,
I wonder if the family of the Pope gets any perks. Like, hey, come on to the Vatican.
I don't know. It's
Have some wine.
it's a cool story to tell.
Let's go down in the archives. And
Do you know who my brother
see
is?
what we can see. You don't know who I am?
Do you know who I am? Do you know who my brother is? He's the Pope.
Pope, pretty powerful position years ago. There's been 267 or 287.
No, yeah,
That's a lot of popes.
it's a lot of popes.
It's a long time.
It's the 14th Leo, so
Yeah, I don't know.
would have been the first Bob.
I don't know one. I don't know one Leo besides this one.
Exactly.
I haven't heard of the others.
Yeah.
On page 2, you have some interesting Florida stories. Or before we get to that, is there any hellos?
There is Paula, Denise, Jeff, my mom, Jimmy. All ahoy to all.
Ahoy.
Denise
Ahoy.
says ahoy from Case Field. She might be jogging or exercising this morning.
It's a good morning. It's nice. It's a nice, cool morning.
I saw her out there this weekend. I was at the track Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember which. And she was there.
Very good.
Yeah.
You were out taking a cruise?
I
taking a walk?
was walking. I was at a pace slightly higher than the average person walks, but only slightly.
Good for you.
So anyway, yeah. So there are some Florida stories, but let's hold on for a second,
Okay.
Because I got a different story.
All right, I want to hear it.
It's in the vein of a Florida man story, but this one happened in, I believe, Ohio. So
Close enough to Florida for me.
close
Ohio
enough.
man.
Yeah, Ohio. Oh, this was a woman. So according to Springfield Township Police Department, The police officers conducted a traffic stop after identifying a vehicle whose owner had an active warrant and suspended license. So they pulled her over. They detained the driver without incident. She was identified as a 55-year-old Victoria Vidal. But then things took an unusual turn,
Vicky.
as they usually do. When the officers returned to her vehicle, he saw a pet raccoon named Chewy sitting in the driver's seat with a meth pipe in his hands and mouth.
Oh,
So
you might have a problem
if you're
with meth if your pet raccoon's urging
Yeah.
you on.
So body cam video shows that the officer could hardly contain his laughter as he's seeing a raccoon with a meth pipe. The video shows the officer immediately taking the pipe away from the animal. I don't know. You get a methed up raccoon, you might just let him
I'm letting him come down.
come down a little bit for you. I don't think you want to
Just
just
talk him down.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you want to just pull a meth pipe away from a raccoon. Upon inspecting, so this gave probable cause, of course. And so upon inspecting the vehicle, officers found a bulk amount of meth, crack, and 3 used glass meth pipes. Thankfully, Chewy the raccoon was unharmed.
Say, it sounds like Chewy
He's
had a
in his
rough day.
12 step.
Yeah, he was. He's
on a
going
program.
through the program now, but yeah. Police said Vidal had other proper documentation to prove she owns the raccoon. So now think about that for a minute. She registered the raccoon. She had proper identification on the raccoon. That's pretty clear thinking, actually, for
For a meth head?
a meth
agree.
head.
That's not bad, yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
She had moments in her life of complete awareness.
Yeah. She was charged with possession of drugs and 3 counts of possessions of drug paraphernalia. She was also cited for driving on a suspended license. Quote, while our officers are trained to expect the unexpected, finding a raccoon holding a meth pipe is a first. No raccoons were hurt or injured in the incident. As always, we remain committed to keeping the community safe, no matter what surprises may come our way.
No raccoon endangerment charges against her?
Fair point.
She had all the proper paperwork. She was the legal guardian of that animal.
Yes, that fair point. I didn't even think about that.
Probably
So
nothing on the books for that.
there's not a specific.
Who would have thought?
The city council is now going to debate whether your raccoon can smoke meth or not. Is it
One would
illegal?
think.
Is it
You're
illegal?
not going to treat your pet.
But like we said, what are you going to do? Take the pipe away from its hand?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's a methed up
I
raccoon.
wouldn't. I'd just leave that thing alone.
I didn't. Meth is still a thing, huh?
I guess.
Apparently. I thought everybody moved on to fentanyl.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I don't know what the date on the story is, but
Yeah.
and it's in Ohio. So
I'm sure there are good people in Ohio too. Just
there's a couple,
not like the whole
probably a
damn
couple.
The whole state is meth heads.
I don't know, and it could have been Southern Ohio, which is pretty close to Kentucky.
They have some pretty good wrestlers in Ohio.
They do have some good wrestlers in Ohio. Iowa wrestling's loading up on transfers this
Look
year.
at us go.
So
We have a whole new team. We won't even recognize.
I know,
Anyway.
like 2 people will know who they are. 3.
Yeah, Caliendo and Kennedy.
And Kennedy may not find a spot. We got
I'm sure he couldn't beat Gabe at 74.
we got Ayala, we got Gabe, we got Ferrari,
Ayala.
Keeter.
Ferrari.
We got some guys,
But
but
some guys won't remember.
a couple.
But everybody else is coming in, and we're loading up. We're going to be deep.
That good. Are we going to be deep enough?
Let's hope. Let's hope. Because we can't go to the Nationals and not have, just not have somebody. We got to have all 10 spots to have a shot.
Yep, agreed. I don't see Penn State moving backwards.
No, you don't. But at the same time, there was one of their 33-pounders, Brandon something,
Yeah,
red-haired kid. He got in trouble over the weekend or over the
Okay.
last week or so. There's just some struggles.
just some
going
chinks in the armor.
on. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So we'll just see. Hard to stay on top.
It is, but they've they've done a pretty good job so far.
They have indeed. But even Gable couldn't sustain it forever. 19 Big Tens.
Yeah.
And they got, I don't know. He's got a lot of, not as many as Oklahoma State. He's got a lot of national championships.
Oklahoma State's the one I'm worried about. Penn State's already there, but I'm worried about Oklahoma State coming up in there.
They're getting after it.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be 3 or 4 powerhouses again, and instead of just 2. That's all right. We're talking wrestling, by the way.
Yeah, we kind of weirdly transitioned into that, but that's all right.
Yeah, we like wrestling.
We like wrestling.
What are we going to say?
Raccoon meth, wrestling. It all flows naturally.
completely unrelated to each other. Raccoons on meth and wrestling.
Let's go to wrestling. It is 7:29. Maybe we should take a break now, and then we'll come back with some Florida stories.
Yes.
Thanks, Peter.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with the flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Matures.
Millennial.
Ahoy! Welcome back. I'm sorry. We're going through it. Matures was the first. I've never heard him called that. Welcome back. So we're in the middle of a conversation, and we just carried right into seven.
The greatest generation.
That's what it's been called that. But this article says matures, born between 25 and 45, is the silent generation.
But that used to be the greatest generation.
We also call that the greatest generation.
Right. And then boomers, and then X, and then millennials, and then Z, and then alpha, and you say now there's beta. Mm-hmm. All right.
It's the first time in the history that 7 generations are alive all at once.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I don't know what to think about that. That's cool, I guess.
Write it down.
7.
It happened.
Yes.
It happened on National Limerick Day.
So there you go.
And there you have that. We got some Florida stories.
So I got these are kind of just quick little hitters,
fun ones.
Yeah. So in some of these, it seems like maybe we did these before, but we haven't done them for a while. So I don't think all of them are old. But this one seems familiar. But a Florida man orders fast food at a drive-thru, and everything seems normal until he tosses a 3.5-foot live alligator through the window.
Take that.
It was not a prank. It led to charges of assault with a deadly weapon and wildlife violations.
I said hold the pickles.
No pickles. Here, hold my alligator.
How could you call an alligator a deadly weapon if it's just misunderstood?
Yeah, I don't know. But he got charged with that.
Yeah.
So the test my meth burglary.
Say that
Burglary.
one again.
Burglary. A burglary victim reported that someone had broken into his home and provided a home security video for the man's description. The suspect was found not too far away and admitted to breaking into the house because he could hear barking dogs inside.
Mm-hmm. Usually prompts me.
Every time I hear a barking dog in somebody's house, I try to get
gotta
in.
break in
I got to go in.
somewhere.
Then the suspect turned his bad day into a legendary one when he complained to deputies about his bad meth and asked them to test it.
Oh, by the way, I feel like I bought some meth that wasn't quite up to snuff. Could you test this for me, please?
Could you test that? Because, quality control matters. The deputies kindly obliged, confirming that the meth was indeed real, and rewarded him with an extra possession charge to go with his burglary arrest. Turns out some things are better left untested.
Yeah, sometimes, don't draw that kind of attention to
What if they would have come back and it would have been like not meth? Does he like?
Baking soda.
I know, but does he say, "Well, you need to go arrest my dealer"? Then
Yeah, what's he gonna? He really didn't think that
No.
clearly through.
I don't think so.
Maybe he's
either.
like asking for recommendations.
Yeah. Hey, you guys know
You're
all
going
the
the wrong meth bag.
you guys know all the good meth dealers. Tell me where to go.
How about the deputies that were playing an unplanned game of hide and seek when they found their suspect, a Florida woman, hiding inside a couch? The woman had been on the run since early November for violating her probation related to the sale of fentanyl and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. I don't know how you unlawfully do that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm curious about that. She clearly overestimated her hiding skills as she was found inside
Well,
a couch.
so she got caught. I understand that, but look, I don't know how big this woman was or whatever, but hiding inside of a couch seems like a.
Was it like a hide-a-bed couch
Well,
that she was folded up in?
I don't know, but if I'm the cops and I'm looking around, I don't think, well, she might be in the couch.
Sometimes you play a game, your kids, you remember your kids were kind of little and they might hide somewhere and you'd kind of fake sit on them.
Right.
I wonder if the cops were doing that.
Yeah, it's just like,
They could, like, see her foot or her hand sticking out.
I wonder where she is.
Where could she be?
Is she over here? No,
Nope.
she's not over here.
I bet that's how that went, for sure. Oh, boy. I didn't read some of these. I like this one, the low-speed getaway on a John Deere.
Yep.
Florida man took things to new levels when he tried to evade deputies on a John Deere riding lawnmower in 2022. So this is some time ago. The officers arrived at this man's house to serve arrest warrants, and he just flat out ignored it. He says, I got you, copper. You come get me.
Come get me.
The man ignored his commands to stop, and instead he attempted a low-speed getaway across a backyard. The officers ensued.
At least
with a
it
foot
wasn't on the
chase.
freeway.
Oh, yeah,
You're right.
He was on his way. He had a shortcut.
He was they had a
He had his escape route planned. He was mowing his way to it.
But he's getting some work done along the way, right?
Yeah. The police decided not to pursue with their vehicles and just ran after the guy. And in 17 seconds, they had deployed a taser to the dude. And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
Now he faces over a dozen charges, including resisting arrest, possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, and grand theft of a motor vehicle.
Well, so he stole the John Deere.
He didn't. It wasn't even.
It wasn't even
his.
his John Deere.
What was he thinking?
I don't know. I just hope that when they tasered him and he fell off the John Deere that the blade stopped. Yeah, that could have turned ugly.
Well, yeah, it doesn't say how old that mower is.
No,
some of those older ones they
I
just
know.
keep going.
I know. So
That's so funny. I can't believe they had to tase him. Just pull him off the damn thing.
just go grab him.
Maybe it was that's part of their training.
Yeah, well.
Tase the dude going 0.6 miles an hour.
They got their guy.
They did it.
They got their guy.
Show you.
51-year-old ultra marathon runner, Florida man, made waves in August 2023 when he attempted to cross the Atlantic Ocean to London in a homemade hamster wheel vessel, about 70 nautical miles off the Georgia coast. So he made it 70 miles.
He was honking.
Yeah. The Coast Guard intercepted the human hamster, leading to a bizarre 3-day standoff. 3-day standoff.
Did he have a refrigerator or what? How was he living out there?
I don't know.
Hamster ball in the middle of the ocean for 3 days.
Yeah, I think after the first day, you break out the taser. Because
Yeah, where's the taser there?
Where's the taser?
Or just, I don't know, pop the balloon.
Something. He refused to leave the vessel, threatened to harm himself, and claimed he had a bomb. Yeah, come on. What do you?
How big of a hamster wheel is this where you could hide a bomb in there?
Well, as it turns out, the bomb wasn't real. But if it was real, and what's he gonna do? I mean,
we're gonna watch from afar.
he's gonna. Yeah, exactly. All right, do what you got to do. Yeah, he was eventually arrested and charged with obstruction and violating a port order.
70 miles out in the middle of the ocean.
I'm gonna give that guy some credit. 70 miles. Now, London. If he would have made it all the way to London. Geez, get that guy in the Guinness Book of World Records. That's something.
That's a long walk.
Yeah.
In a hamster wheel.
So there was 8 stories. We're not gonna get to all of them. We're probably done. But here's the funny part of all this. So I typed in Florida man criminals and Google, and this came up first. And so this is where I got these stories from. And as it turns out, this is a lawyer's website. And he is relaying these stories, and after each story, he says, "If you need legal counsel, call me.
Right?
Call me." And then he has a whole big thing at the bottom about how he can defend all the criminals.
My gosh.
Yeah,
I'd love to be the fly on the wall for that hamster ball case.
exactly.
Just see what he comes up with.
Yeah. So here's your defense.
All right, did you do this? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll believe you, whatever you say.
You might as well just tell him you're on meth because it's gonna all come down the same way.
You can't let people believe you were sober doing this.
Yeah, exactly. Please tell people you were on meth.
Good stuff. Out of all of a lot of states. But
Yes.
This one happens to be mainly Florida.
Yeah.
7:40, Peter. I don't know. I think we should take a break so we can get set for the day. Your thoughts?
Yes.
All right.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Oh, hoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to Monday. I don't know. It just feels like a weird day today for some reason.
It's just kind of a Monday.
Yeah. I don't know. The last couple Mondays we've had Jackson here. So
tell Jack that he threw off the vibe.
Yeah.
it'll be all right.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
We're almost over. We're almost through it.
We're close.
We can make it.
we'll cross.
If I just say these one words, we're almost out. I vote for let's get set for the day. How about you, SPP?
I agree.
Thank you.
Let's get set for the day. It is 7:44 a.m. on May the 12th. It is Monday, episode 309. Temps are right now in Fairfield 58, Mount Pleasant 60, and Washington 58. Partly cloudy and warm today, 86 degrees, low of 60.
Take your umbrella tonight, boys.
You think?
Well, it keeps the sun off.
Oh, for shade.
so.
Gotcha.
And bug soother.
And bug soother, right? Yeah, that's
Or
probably
whatever
necessary.
you prefer.
A little sunscreen. Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Fairfield entrepreneurs I'm proud I got through that word. Fairfield entrepreneurs.
That's a good one.
I don't know. Hope to connect retiring business owners with next generation. Small businesses care in big ways, and Washington County may raise general assistance income cap. Sports tonight. Girls tennis regionals has Mount Pleasant and Fairfield facing off. Fairfield girls golf takes on Centerville.
Who made the rule that it's like zero for tennis? Love equals 0.
George,
Does anybody know?
I don't.
Sir,
Why not say 0?
because
I
it's
also
love.
don't know why. It
How do you
goes
start 15, 30,
40?
45 game?
I think it's just 40, isn't it?
It is 40.
40?
And then you go to
And then
you can go to deuce and all that other stuff.
Advantage.
Right? So yeah, 15, 30, 40.
I don't know why the third point counts 5 points less than the other 2 points, but
You think that would be worth more? It should be like 15, 30, 50.
yeah.
I always wondered about that. I lost 3 love.
You can't lose 3 love.
You wouldn't say love for sets.
No,
Well,
it's not.
that's a set. You don't say
No.
Love is only if you have 0 points in a
Right.
set.
well. but
Set, you can have- you
if I
can-
didn't win any sets. I'm still a 0.
But it's 0 in
Isn't
that
it
case,
love?
I think.
It's just 3-0 if it's in sets.
Yeah.
I don't think it's love. It's
Well, I think you're wrong.
I could be.
I know.
I've just never heard it like that before.
I know. Just random things that pop into my head.
All right. And full slate of boys and girls soccer tonight, including Watch the Girls taking on Keokuk, which you can watch live right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network starting at about 5 o'clock.
For some reason, I feel Jimmy would know something about tennis.
Yeah, or Ray. Neither one of them are chiming in. So,
They're still finishing their Cheerios.
yeah.
Or they're Nutty Fudge because it's National Nutty Fudge Day.
It is Nutty Fudge Day. On this day in 2006, the
Fudge
world
just sounds weird.
I just saw an ad before we came on is on Facebook, but is like the very first WD-40 ad, and like whenever WD-40 came out, so a long time ago. And the headline was, "Do you have rusty nuts,
Easy.
or rusty
Are your nuts
tight
rusty?
nuts, or a rusty tool? Use WD-40.
WD-40, get it.
Yeah, there you go." This day in history, 2006, the world's largest cruise ship, the Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, is christened at 1,112 feet in length. It is 160,000 gross registered tons.
No, wait a minute. That's what they registered, so it could be 164,000.
It could. You just never
Tons.
know. And that floats. I mean, seriously,
Well, yeah.
think about that. Has 15 passenger decks and amenities that include a surf simulator and carry more than 4,000 passengers. And so this is in 2006, so I don't know if there's one bigger than that now.
There
but
is, because I was on one that had 7,500.
There you go. 160,000 tons. I don't know what gross tons, registered tons is compared to just regular tons, but whatever.
Just a little messier. Yeah.
It's just a little. Random joke, random quote, random fact.
SPP.
Let's go a random joke.
A random joke. So this isn't a joke, but it's a thinker.
I've been waiting for a joke for a long time.
I know. Well,
man.
I did a joke last week. Couple.
I know.
Anyway,
Only
so
because
this
I was
is
crying for
this
a
is just kind of a thinker.
Right.
But imagine you discovered the ability to time travel, and you decide to go 30 years into the future. And when you get there, you discover that you've just been missing for 30 years.
Yep.
I mean, that's what would happen, right?
Well, there you go. Yeah.
So there you go.
It's kind of a paradoxical sort
It
of
is
thing.
a little bit, isn't it?
You're
You
there,
think
but
I'm going to
you're
go see
gone.
how my life turned out 30 years from now, but as it turns
I've been
out,
missing.
you haven't been there.
Maybe I went nowhere.
So
I like that one.
there you go.
I like that one. Today's takeaway, gentlemen. Do we have anything from you, SPP?
Yes. The next time I try to get away from the cops, I'll put a V12 in my lawnmower, my John Deere.
Get after it. Just put a little nitro.
Put the NOS in. Right.
I don't even know how to say the nitro right. You call it NOS?
NOS.
Isn't that what they call it in Fast and
I
Furious?
don't know.
It
I
is.
didn't watch it. I watched one Fast
There's
and Furious.
a button that says NOS. And
Yeah.
you have to push the button.
Okay.
And the flame shoot out.
Yeah.
Okay, NOS it is. Boss Man Matt, do you have a takeaway?
You know, it's a pretty generic one, but it kind of applies across the board. Just don't smoke crack, kids.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
Still is.
Crack
It was
is whack.
way back then, and it's still whack.
Just don't do it.
I am. I'm now unsure how I'm going to tip my the person that I'm ordering food from, because I'm going to have to take my alligator back. Apparently, that is not an okay thing to do.
I'll bet the alligator is worth more than a Happy Meal, though.
Likely.
I mean, I don't know where you hawk that thing. I don't think you take it to a pawn shop.
Is their skin all that? Can you make a good alligator belt out of a 3.5 footer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the alligators heard that it's called a deadly weapon charge. Maybe it's just misunderstood.
He's like, dude, I didn't come in here. I got thrown in here.
I got thrown in here against my will, and now I'm the deadly weapon.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't have anything to do with
I didn't want
this.
to be here.
Get off
So
my
I think that's the takeaway of the day right there. The alligator's like,
The alligator's misunderstood.
He's just misunderstood.
Once again. Okay, 7:50. I think it's time to call it a day. Thank you all for joining us today. Thanks for your ahoys. And we're coming down off of Mother's Day. I think that's it.
Is that what it is?
Big celebration.
You're right.
Big celebration. So let's all make today great. Make sure you catch the soccer on Southeast Iowa Video Network tonight, because the bugs will be bad.
Yeah. And it's going to be
Listen in
hot.
the comfort of your living room.
Turn it on the TV. You're good to go.
Good to go. Have a great Monday, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, ahoy.